Pep Guardiola said he hopes that Arsenal let us have a chance. And unfortunately, you are doing that. And the window of opportunity that you've got to mess about with messing around like that, play with fire, you're going to get burnt.
The manner in which you conceded last night, I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of from the Arsenal playbook. Does that hurt even more?
We don't score from throw-ins. So from set pieces, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, lots of people around David Raya. I've seen
he
lots
was
of things
moaning.
online.
They're pushing me on the line. Gabriel's there, he's pulling me.
How dare they touch David
Look,
Raya?
do you not know where you are? Tell us
No,
he's the one.
This is what I love. I love this. You're not going to trick me or any other Man United fan out of their position. There are some United fans already that have made up their mind and say, you know what? Give it carrot. They've seen enough. Good, that's fine, that's up to them.
Hello and welcome to Inside talkSPORT, sponsored by BetMGM. This is your definitive preview of the weekend sporting action. I'm Abbi Summers.
And I'm Harry Durham. In the next 25 minutes, we'll be breaking down the biggest sporting talking points of the week.
It's been a quiet one, and at the end of the show, we'll put it all together as we build our Inside ACCA. Don't forget, you can download or visit betmgm.co.uk, 18+, gambleaware.org. Please do gamble responsibly.
Joining us today, we've got the man behind the United View Flex and content creator and the founder of the Gooniverse, James Bayliss.
OK, well, we've got to start with one of my favourite topics, Arsenal.
We start every single week with this. I absolutely love it.
I don't make the script, guys. I don't write it. But, you know, look, last night, Brentford away, tough place to go. It's not for everyone.
Great point. Great
Not
point.
for everyone. Under the lights, cold Thursday, windy night.
The Lego head manager couldn't do it at the Lego built stadium. It just doesn't make sense, does it?
Nasty work, Jay.
Last night, slip up.
Our team's 16th, you know.
No, it's not about my
You
team.
know,
We're
I
on
know,
your
I know.
side. We're on
It's just
your
a big,
side.
Listen.
it's a big smile.
Yeah,
It's a really big
This is
smile.
a long show.
You know
Yeah.
when you're in a relegation battle, like, I have to have things that get me excited.
I understand. Fair enough. What's the question? Are we bottling it? Is that the question?
Is this the
Is that-
start of the annual bottle?
No. No. I think it's a poor result. I think it's a poor performance. I think the team are showing signs of nerves. To be really honest and serious for a second, Brentford are a good side. They've been taking it to teams at the G-Tech Stadium. Teams like Liverpool have lost there. Man City, I think, had to work hard for a 1-0 win. Chelsea dropped points there on the road. They've done OK, beating Newcastle twice this season. So no one expected it to be easy. I can stomach a struggle against Brentford, the on-drop points. What I can't really comprehend is 2 wins in 6. And in those 4 games in which... Stop having so much fun
Sorry,
with
I
this,
just-
please. We're having a
She's like, that's not title form.
We're having a serious football conversation here.
No, we are.
This is proper analysis, Abby.
We had
we're not here for analysis.
Yeah,
okay, all right,
people,
sorry.
I'm joking.
we had people saying it's one of the
Proceed.
best squads of Premier League history. And
Well,
it's just,
It's a great...
Piers Morgan, your greatest supporter of all time.
And, you know, good for him. But for me, look, the squad is in great shape. When Eric's out on loan, Havertz, Mourinho injured, Ødegaard and Saka not able to start because they're just back, and we still can field that 11. So the squad's in good shape. What worries me is trends. When I see trends like kicking the ball out of play for no reason. Now, people can argue whether Arsenal are nervous or not. We won't know that. Only the players will know that. But what message do you send to Brentford when you kick it out for a corner that early in the game?
Yeah.
Because however nervous you might not be, the Brentford players go, we can get at them. There we go. And it's little things like that. We saw it against United with the pass back for Zubimendi, but even earlier in that game, Forest away, Liverpool at home, there was a nervousness in our passing. There was errors that you don't normally see from this team, who are very secure in possession, know what they're there to do. And then I talk about trends. 4 games in the last 6, we've played after Man City. When they've got the job done, we've dropped points in those 4 games. We've won the 2 games before they've played. So is there an element of pressure there that we deal better when we kind of know we just do our jobs, not worrying about them? But when they've put the scoreboard pressure on, we struggle a little bit. Now, I don't want to tag Arsenal with that because it's so early.
Sounds like a mentality thing to me.
It could be, or the Premier League is of a very good level.
I don't think it is early though. What, we've got 12 games.
I think it's a bit. I think it's a
I
bit.
think
this is the real make or break, and then we're going to be getting into Easter, which we think about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You think about the trip to Anfield. You think about Southampton coming to the Emirates.
Yeah.
Away at West Ham as well.
Yeah.
Easter, it's not a good time for Arsenal.
They've got
But
them
that-
logged, James.
Yeah, but
Every
that
bit
was
of failure.
That was 22-23, a young team that expected to be there. 23-24 went 16 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. You know, we mastered that into the season. Only City was somehow better.
Yeah.
So Arsenal, I think, have shown that they can put the run of form it takes to go on and win a title. I think we got to 89 points that year. At the moment, we're on course for 83.
You
so
don't
every
win a
season's
trophy
different.
for winning 89 points, though.
They got that
No, but
second
you
place
asked whether we
certificate.
can show the run of form it takes at the end of the
Yeah, but-
season,
yeah,
and we've shown we can.
100%, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's still going to go down as a bottle if there is a hiccup on the way.
No doubt.
If we don't win the league from the positions we've had to go, 9 clear, 8 clear, whatever it might be, yeah, I agree. I think the bottle tag is absolutely fair because of that trend we've mentioned. I will say, though, this Man City side have, let's not use the word bottle, thrown away Leeds at home to Brighton, Chelsea, away at Tottenham, 2-0 up cruising against a depleted Spurs side. So as much as it's for us to, you know, falter and fail, it's on City to show they've got the momentum to capitalise.
Sure.
So there's a good cat and mouse thing going on here, which is great for the neutral. Not for us. I think we should be
great for
well
the
ahead.
neutral.
But then,
It's great.
but then the Premier League is proving tough to pick up regular points and find momentum. So
Arsenal
let's
fans
see.
are just incredibly stressed, right? And I keep saying
Can
this.
you
but-
blame us?
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm being quite calm.
You
and
are,
quite-
no, you are.
You know,
because
but can you blame us?
you are
yeah.
calm.
To be fair, you're quite level-headed.
Whether you're massively
Well, I'm trying
excited
to
or really, really angry, you still have this tone. Like that's how you are. You're very good at being like that. But let's be honest, you're riddled with PTSD.
Yeah, of course we are.
That's what's
So
going
much
on,
trauma.
which is
Yeah.
which is
So much
which is understandable.
Yeah.
From where Arsenal have been of trying to get over the line in the last 3 years, second again, etc., and then away from just the last 3 years, but you haven't won a title in 21, 22 years. So I get it. The whole fan base is on the end of every kick, every goal,
Yeah.
every offside, every foul,
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
drop point. And then you think about the players, 100% it's pressure. 1,000,000%. And as long as Arsenal keep going where they haven't got over the line, this stigma, this sort of reputation isn't going to shift.
No.
It just isn't going to shift. Now, but where I do sympathise with you is we all want to laugh at Arsenal. I get it. But the league is nuts. The
Yeah,
league is nuts.
exactly.
And
it's
we
crazy.
can't revere this City team to be
No.
like the prime City team because they're way off it. But Pep Guardiola said he hopes that Arsenal let us have a chance. And unfortunately, you are doing that. And the window of opportunity that you've got to mess about with messing around like that, play with fire, you're going to get burnt.
Ceiling of the Premier League's come down. Arsenal and City
Definitely.
are not at the
Yeah.
level of Klopp and Pep's teams. Nowhere, and will never claim to be. But everyone from even 15th to even... I know everyone has Wolves as kind of like the worst team in the league's history. But
They're actually competitive.
They're
nothing
actually,
like Derby.
They haven't
They're
been. They
nothing
haven't
like
been.
Derby.
Yeah,
Their
actually got some
results have
decent
not shown
players.
that.
They can have a go.
Can I just ask you one more thing before we move on? Obviously, the manner in which you conceded last night, I mean, it was
Yeah.
kind of from the Arsenal playbook. Does that hurt even more?
We don't score from throw-ins. So from set pieces, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, lots of people around David Raya. I've seen
he
lots
was
of things
moaning,
online.
"They're pushing me
They're
on the
pushing
line. Gabriel's
keeper.
there, he's pulling me."
How dare they touch David
Look.
Raya? How dare they be on the
It's a
goal
compliment. Trendsetters, no, everyone wants to do it. It's
don't
good to
think
see,
so.
man. It's good. I'm glad we're evolving football.
I'm a set
Everyone
piece
wants to be
FC guy as well.
Evolving.
That's
Evolving
great. I love it. Everyone's
Just
going,
before we
wow.
move on, we need to ask you this question as well. I mentioned obviously the Carabao Cup final, and then you'll go to City a couple of weeks afterwards. Do you see Arsenal, if they lose at Wembley in that cup final, the wheels fall off? Because that could that's real mentality.
The
then.
wheels might be off by then.
Yeah.
I think that's
Good
when
point.
I think that's when the mentality word's fair. I think if you win or lose that, it's all about just winning a trophy. I don't think it should have any bearing on the Premier League. And if it does, then that for me is a damning indictment on where our mentality really is. Because how can you lose one game to Pep Guardiola's side, which can happen at Wembley, and go, oh, the last 32 games worth of work, we're
not even in the same competition.
We're going to throw it away because, oh, we lost the Carabao Cup final.
Yeah.
No, you might be right. I'm not saying that couldn't happen. I think it's very plausible. But be better than that, Arsenal. That's what I want.
He's saying rise. He's
Rise,
challenging his
rise
players
to it.
to rise.
Well, Pep Guardiola hasn't. I think he's lost his last 2 trips to Wembley in FA Cup finals. To Ten Hag.
Hasn't
Hey,
been,
easy.
hasn't
Exactly.
been against you lot there, has it?
No.
Well, he actually won his first trophy in England in a Carabao Cup final against Arsenal. So a little bit more
I
about
know,
that
yeah.
history.
I think what I'll say. I think that's what I'll say
Poetic
is.
last as well. wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Would be.
If Man City win the Carabao Cup, it's a massive, massive competition. It's one of the biggest competitions, domestic trophies in the world. But if Arsenal win it, Mickey Mouse.
It means
We'll
nothing.
take it.
Beggars can't be choosers, can they? They really can't.
Are you sick of the United strand? Are you happy?
No, I'm not.
The clout's still going on.
I'm not like, listen,
care?
I actually like Frank. I don't overly care in terms of like, oh my, like when we drew, the first thing I thought was not, oh my God, Frank's got to start the run again. I've spoken to Frank. He's been on Inside Devils quite a few times. I think he gets a hard run. I do. I think that it's stupid. I think you don't understand football if you think that a fan who went onto Instagram and said, day one of not cutting my hair until Manchester United lose 5 games in a row, has put mad pressure on these players. They play for Man United. Do you know how mad that is to say that someone on the internet, one guy on the internet growing his hair, is putting extra pressure on these players when we've been crap since Sir Alex Ferguson left the football club? We finished 15th last year before Frank even started this. 15th. We lost to Spurs in a cup final before Frank. I think he might have done it even then, but still. Like, that's just mad.
We lost to us 4 times last year, by the way.
There you go. Didn't even beat Ange, I don't think. So, I'm not like enthralled of like, oh my God, when's he going to do it? When's he going to do it? Like, it's nice for him. He's cutting his hair for charity. People forget that.
Other night, look, it didn't end up in 5 wins, but Michael Carrick has done quite the job since he's come in, especially galvanised you, got you playing the United way. Carrick at the wheel, long term?
Don't know, too early. I
love off the fence.
Nonchalant gimmick.
No.
I don't know, maybe.
Why don't you just give us a clip?
You know what's exactly? This is
The amount of splinters in your arse.
Do you not know where you are?
Tell us he's the one.
This is what I love. I love this. And this is how I know we're doing something on the right lines of annoying people, that we're back a little bit, right? Because what's happening is
you don't think you're better.
after a few games, it's so deluded. You've played 4 games and you think this guy's the saviour and this, that and the other. Typical United fans getting carried away. United fan proceeds to not get carried away, stay in his lane, be reserved, say, I need to see more evidence. Stupid United fan being cautious. He's on the fence. Why don't you commit to Carrick? Listen, you're not going to trick me or any other Man United fan out of their position. There are some United fans already that have made up their mind and say, you know what? Give it Carrick. They've seen enough. Good, that's fine, that's up to them. You're asking me, I'm in the studio. I've seen 5 games. I've seen 4 wins and 1 draw.
But you love a sample size. We know you love
exactly, and it's not big enough.
So how big does the sample size need to be?
The summer.
Mr. Not Get Carried Away put Bruno Fernandes above Pedri, by the way.
Yep, correct. Because I had Declan Rice, your boy. Didn't need him. And I had Vitinha. Just trying to make a consistent teammate. Just trying to make the best team out of
I honestly just read a tweet. I don't even know the context. I just read the tweet.
And I put my world-class guy in there. Which, do you guys want to ask me about? Anyone want to ask me about Bruno Fernandes?
He's
Do you know
well.
what?
Mate,
I've heard,
unbelievable.
I've seen too much. And
Right, okay. Because anything said, anyone want to ask me about my signings? What do you want to ask me about stuff?
I'm going to.
What's going on, guys? Come on.
We're going to.
Where's the questions? Come on.
Do you think you'll finish above Liverpool this season?
Yes, I do. I do think we'll finish above Liverpool. I think we can attack 3rd. I think we can go for Aston Villa. I was trying to look at 2nd. Still not completely out the realms, but less likely. But, we're 6 points in it, 7 points in it. It's a couple of game weeks. It's very, very quick. What happens is, as we know, remember, we're out of everything. We've got nothing to do. We've got long periods out. Which is true. So whilst everyone is playing big jeopardy games and nervousness down the bottom, nervousness at the top.
Tough at the top.
Flex, I wanted to pick your brains about this. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has had an absolute PR disaster class over these last 2 days. What was your instant reaction to hearing that? From
as soon as I saw it.
At the top level
Yeah.
of one of the biggest football clubs in the world.
As soon as I saw it, I wasn't even shocked. Like, you know that bit of, like, you read the quotes and you go, there's no way he said this. I thought, I know he has. Let me go and see how he said this, because I know that he has. They're ignorant, they're disgusting, they're offensive, they're factually incorrect numbers that he put down. He's just wrong in every sense of the way. It stinks of hypocrisy, it stinks of power, it stinks of not giving a crap about what anybody says or thinks. He goes into these interviews without anyone briefing him. This is not the first time. He says in that interview also that he's very comfortable being the guy that everybody hates. That's what a rich
being the guy that everyone
British
hates
billionaire. Yeah, exactly. And he's had
societal issues.
100%.
Having a duty to
and he couldn't be further away. And actually, there's the thing of when it's keep politics out of football and stuff like that. Even if we want to just stick to the football, right? Manchester United, like you said, this is the guy who wants to put Manchester back into Manchester United. What Manchester stands for, what the club stands for, is diversity, is inclusion, is people from all race, colours, creeds and religions. Look at the playing squad. Look at the staff that work at the club. Look at the fan base. Listen, the guy's just... And do you know what else makes it really sick as well and sad? Is when you look at the Man United club statement, right? They're doing everything they can to distance themselves from one of the head honchos at the football club. Do you know how insane that is to have damage control from your own minority owner? So I feel it for the people who are the good people at the club. I know a lot of good people at the club
100%.
who do a lot of things who will not agree with the ideologies of that.
I thought your video on it that you put out the other day was...
Yeah.
I watched it.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
And he's marginalising fans.
Yeah.
He is.
Yep, it is.
And players.
It goes completely against what Manchester United are. You've just seen us discuss some of the biggest talking points. Now, let's lock in some predictions because it's time for the Inside ACCA with BetMGM 18+, begambleaware.org.
Abby, start us off with this week, please.
Right. OK, Grimsby versus Wolves is going to be my pick because I feel like after they knocked you out, I was like, go on the Grimsby turn. Yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-1 Grimsby win.
My pick, obviously, Stoke versus Fulham. I mean, not really a lot of people care about my football club and a lot about Stoke as well. Tough one, 3 games, 3 losses in a row, even though we got a point against Manchester United.
Harry
We
Wilson
probably
FC.
should have beaten Everton last weekend as well, and thankfully gave Manchester City 3 points and a 3-goal lead in the title race.
Another one who wanted their team to lose.
It's the FA Cup, one of the best weekends. We have it multiple weekends of the year, but I love this competition so much. Stoke City 0, Fulham 1. I think we're going to grind something out. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to happen.
All right, James, Arsenal, you got Wigan. Should be routine really for you.
We hope so. We'll rotate, use that big squad we've got.
Is that why they took Eze off at half-time?
Yeah, because we've got a great squad.
Let it all work out.
Yeah, we've got a great squad. 3-0 Arsenal.
3-0.
Right, so just to round up, I've gone Grimsby, you've gone Fulham, you guys have gone Arsenal. Don't forget, you can download the app or visit betmgm.co.uk, 18+, gambleaware.org. Please do gamble responsibly.
That's everything you need to know ahead of a packed weekend. Thanks to Flex and James, and to you for watching.
Join us again next week on Inside Talk Sports, sponsored by BetMGM. Download the app or visit betmgm.co.uk, 18+, gambleaware.org. Please gamble responsibly.